Sex is not just an act. It is a non-verbal language of love, intimacy, and connection. In relationships, sex often is downgraded to a routine task. Let's reshape this understanding, discovering how sex extends beyond just physicality to create a strong emotional bonds. We often enter relationships with expectations of a naturally fulfilling sex life. But in reality, the initial excitement of sex can run out quickly if we make some common mistakes. It is easy to get busy with all the daily tasks and chores and forget to prioritize sex. When we don't prioritize it, it can easily become the last thing on our to-do list, something we do at the very end of the day when we have almost no energy left. Sex in this way can become just an act to satisfy our physical needs or fulfill the obligation to our partner. But this is the last thing we want to do. This mechanical approach leads to a disconnect where the act of making love loses its essence, becoming just another task to complete. Miscommunication and reluctance to discuss our sexual needs only add to this growing problem. Additionally, many of us enter the realm of intimacy unprepared, with little to no sexual education, often influenced by unrealistic examples in media and pornography. This lack of preparation and understanding about the profound role of sex in romantic relationships leaves many hoping for the best, but unequipped to nurture or improve these aspects of their partnership. Think about it. Sex is the most intimate thing that you and your partner can ever do together. For most couples, the state of their sex life is a good indication of the state of their relationship. Sex can become the central point of conflicts or dissatisfaction in a relationship, or it can be the glue that holds the relationship together. All it takes is a shift in perspective and mindset, which will lead to a change in behaviors and attitudes about it. What if we start to recognize sex as a powerful tool for deepening emotional and physical bonding and intimacy? Sex, in its true essence, is an incredible way to deepen our connection with our partner, to communicate without words. It is a journey of vulnerability, of giving and receiving love, and of exploring the depth of our emotional intimacy. When approached with these mindsets, sex becomes something that strengthens our relationship and brings us closer to our partner. Here are some tips on how to harness the full potential of sex in strengthening your present or future relationship. Start by exploring your upbringing and what has shaped your beliefs and attitudes about sex, and identify which of these beliefs are healthy and which are limiting your true expression. Heal from past traumas that may be still blocking you and affecting how you show up in your relationship. Learn about your desires and communicate openly your wants, needs, and boundaries, preparing yourself mentally and emotionally for the intimate experience. Focus on the quality of your sexual experiences over the quantity. This means setting aside time for dates and creating a space for intimacy that is both physically and emotionally comfortable. Engage in each sexual experience fully. Concentrate on the sensations, the emotional connection, and the experience of being with your partner. Mindfulness in sex enhances intimacy and creates a more satisfying experience. This is where sex transforms from just a physical act to an experience of emotional depth. By reevaluating our beliefs and approach to sex, we open ourselves to its transformative potential in our relationships. Sex is a journey of emotional and spiritual bonding. Emphasizing quality, open communication, and practicing mindfulness can transform our sexual experiences into moments of profound emotional intimacy. Remember, sex in a relationship is much more than just physical gratification. It's a language of love, a path to emotional intimacy, and a celebration of connection. And by the way, if you are ready to roll up your sleeves and discover the secrets to a lifetime of love, passion, and connection, we have a free workshop coming up where you will gain practical tools and insights to build the love life you desire. Whether you are single or in a relationship, join me and my husband Stefan as we guide you through exercises from our 40-step framework, which will help you get a step closer to unlocking the doors to an authentic and fulfilling love life. The Love Unlocked workshop will happen live on April 6th, so click the link at the description box below this video or visit the website that is showing up here on the screen for more information. Take care and remember, you are worthy of love just as you are.